of great people. Lots of great people on bus. I love London. London falling down.
Yeah, well, I just got to tell you that you better bet your back. Because I also do a Donald Trump impression. Jamie Foxx, the greatest Fox in the wilderness. Great guy.
Yes. Do you have the yell? There. You gotta get the yell. They tried to give me the virus. You know what he does there? I beat the virus. They tried to give me. You know that. Yeah.
He just turns into people. He just turns into people. It's
that is
amazing.
so good.
I love her.
Have you ever seen his
She's
rock?
African. I love her hair.
Can we?
She's African. I love his. I love his sweater. He's got a great sweater. He's got a great. Excuse me. They tried to give me the virus. It's a lot of great people. Lots of great people on both sides. That's excuse me. Fake reviews.
Jamie Foxx just did the impossible. His Trump impression is so perfect, the internet is freaking out. The voice, the gestures, the pout, it's all there. People are saying it's even better than the real thing. He nailed the signature rambling, the exaggerated hand movements, and that unmistakable believe me tone. Social media is losing it, with fans replaying the clip on a loop. Even people who can't stand Trump are admitting this might be the best impression of him ever.
Like the Donald Trump thing's funny. You know who said it best? Alonzo Bowden. You know Alonzo?
No, was it?
A funny comedian. Yeah. He goes, not all Donald Trump supporters are racist, but all racists are Donald Trump supporters.
The internet is losing its mind. Twitter is on fire, TikTok can't keep up, and the memes are spreading at lightning speed. But not everyone is laughing. One person in particular is furious. And you already know who. Trump saw the clip, and let's just say he did not take it well. Full meltdown mode. Jamie Foxx was just chilling on a talk show, talking like himself, when boom, Donald Trump took over. His voice, his mannerisms, the way he repeats himself. It was so spot on, the audience lost it. The lips, perfectly pursed. The squint, nailed. The tiny hand gestures, unmatched. It wasn't just a good impression, it was Trump. The host nearly fell out of his chair. The crowd was crying from laughter, and even Trump's usual defenders couldn't help but crack a smile. Some tried to resist, but let's be honest, when Fox delivers at this level, there's just no fighting it.
A lot of great people. Lots of great people on bus. I love London. London falling down.
Yeah, well, I just got to tell you that you better bet your back. Because I also do a Donald Trump impression. Jamie Foxx, the greatest Fox in the wilderness. Great guy.
Yes. Do you have the yell? There. You gotta get the yell. They tried to give me the virus. You know what he does there? I beat the virus. They tried to give me. You know that.
He just turns into people. He just turns into people.
That
It's
is
amazing.
so good.
I love her.
Have you ever seen his
She's
rock?
African. I love her hair.
Can we?
She's African. I love his sweater. He's got a great sweater. He's got a great. Excuse me. They tried to give me the virus.
Within minutes, social media was in absolute chaos. Clips of Jamie Foxx's impressions spread faster than a Trump Twitter rant, and the internet couldn't get enough. Memes, reaction videos, and side-by-side comparisons flooded every platform. Some people even joked that Fox should start doing Trump's rallies, because honestly, who would even notice the difference? Twitter turned into a full-blown battleground of reactions. Facebook had a collective meltdown, and Instagram, well, it was busy debating which filter makes you look most presidential. The memes were relentless. Fox's Trump riding a golden escalator straight to comedy heaven. Another with him building a wall out of Big Macs. One of the best, a photoshopped arm wrestling match between Fox Trump and the real Trump, captioned, "Orange, you glad there's two of us?" YouTube wasn't far behind. Side-by-side comparison videos popped up everywhere, with titles like Jamie Foxx versus Donald Trump, who said it best. And let's just say, if Trump ever needed a body double, Fox has the job locked in. Even deepfake artists were struggling to tell the difference.
Listen, honestly, some of the people around, they say, let's not get political, but Jamie Foxx did the worst impression of me that I've ever heard. A terrible Trump.
It wasn't that bad.
It was so bad.
A lot of times people say it's bad, but it was actually the best impersonation of me that I've ever done of me.
Jamie, it was a disaster.
And I wasn't even there.
Jamie, the saying Ray could have actually seen how bad it was.
To be honest with you, Stevie Wonder said it was amazing. So do you believe that blind guy or the other blind guy?
You know what? He's a nasty.
There's a lot of great people.
He's a nasty, pathetic.
And just when the internet thought it had peaked, one burning question took over. Has Trump seen this yet? And more importantly, how mad is he? If there's one thing Trump can't resist, it's a full-blown social media meltdown. And Jamie Foxx's impressions sent him spiraling. Within hours, Trump was hammering away at his keyboard, firing off posts like a toddler on a sugar rush. First, he called Fox a low-energy actor, which, coming from a guy whose idea of cardio is riding a golf cart, was rich. Then, in classic Trump fashion, he dismissed the whole thing as fake news because apparently, a perfect impression is now part of the media's grand conspiracy against him. But the best part? He couldn't even spell Jamie Foxx's name right. That's right, he called him Jamie Foxx. Just Fox, like the animal. The internet pounced. Maybe spell check is fake news too. One user joked. The more Trump ranted, the funnier it got. Every furious post only made Fox's impression go even more viral. Late night hosts took one look at this feud and thought Christmas had come early. Every show scrambled to outdo the other, turning the viral moment into pure comedy gold. Meanwhile, Fox, probably just sitting back, watching the chaos unfold and thinking, mission accomplished.
There's a lot of great people on both sides. Lots of great people on both sides. I know Harry O. He's a great person. He couldn't vote for me at the time. Now he can vote for me once he gets out. I love Snoop D-O Double G. Great person.
So do you love Death Row Records?
I love
People on
Death
both
Row.
sides.
I love Death. Excuse me. Fake news. I love Death Row.
What's your favorite Death Row record, Mr. Trump?
All of them. All of the Death Row records. Don't try to pin me down. I see what he just. Excuse me.
Fake news.
Excuse me.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Look out for
They tried to give me the virus. I beat the virus. Why you say they tried to? They tried to give me the virus. Like, who is they? Then the motherfucker said, "I beat the virus." They were like, "Fuck yeah!" He beat it. Motherfucker Trump, boy.
Stephen Colbert wasted no time. He staged a satellite interview with Fox's Trump, pretending to ask him serious political questions. The result? Absolute chaos. Fake Trump rambled about how he invented interviews, how satellites were inspired by his tremendous hair, and how no one respects satellites more than he does. Even Colbert couldn't keep a straight face. Meanwhile, Jimmy Kimmel wasn't about to be left out. He went all in and set up the ultimate Trump-off, Jamie Foxx versus Alec Baldwin, battling to see who could out-Trump the other. Baldwin confidently declared he had the best Trump voice, but Fox wasn't backing down. He hit back with, excuse me, I do Trump better than Trump. The audience? Absolutely losing it. By the end of the night, late night TV had turned into a full-blown Trump impression Olympics. The only thing missing, a reaction from the real Trump. And if history has taught us anything, it's only a matter of time before he rage posts his way into making this even bigger.
It's a lot of great people. Lots of great people on both sides. That's all I can say. Excuse me. Fake news. Fake news. They're trying to give me.
Meanwhile, over at late night, Seth Meyers decided to tackle the real question. How does Trump's hair actually work? Armed with a cotton candy machine and a leaf blower, he gave it his best shot. Spoiler alert, it didn't hold up. At this point, Jamie Foxx's Trump impression wasn't just viral, it was unstoppable. The internet did what it does best and turned it into an endless meme factory. First up, TikTok. Users started copying Trump's awkward rally dance moves, but with a Fox twist. Suddenly, thousands of videos popped up. People exaggerating Trump's tiny hand gestures, pointing at imaginary crowds, and bobbing their heads like they just closed the best deal in history. Then came the ultimate remix. Some genius started mashing up actual Trump speeches with EDM beats, making it look like he was dropping the hottest club track of the year. 1 second, Trump was ranting about fake news. The next, he was perfectly in sync with a bass drop. And just like that, Jamie Foxx didn't just impersonate Trump, he accidentally turned him into a viral dance trend.
But it was true. It was like the one thing that you look at what happened with politics this year, people sort of stripped away a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you believed in, whatever person you voted for, there was a lot of things that were sort of addressed about, like, maybe we were playing things a little too close. Like, some of those politicians were afraid to say what Donald Trump was saying, and they ended up being left in the dust because people were a little like, well, he's got a point in the sense that we're playing things a little too close. So when you look at that as a comedian, it's like, wow, you know, that was good for me, and that was good for me in a certain way. Of first of all, it's great jokes. Two, it's like it does say, are we becoming?
Then Snapchat jumped in. They dropped a Fox Trump filter, letting anyone transform into the most tremendous version of Trump. Within hours, every social feed was flooded with people trying their best, excuse me, while looking like a spray-tan businessman who just walked out of a wind tunnel. And then came Facebook. That's when you knew this had gone fully mainstream. When even your grandma, who still calls it the Facebook, started sharing Fox Trump memes, it was game over. Whether it was a photoshopped White House with Jamie Foxx 2024 on the front or a clip of Fox Trump selling steaks, one thing was clear. This wasn't dying down anytime soon. But just when it seemed like all fun and games, the serious folks showed up. Political analysts couldn't resist turning Jamie Foxx's impression into a national discussion. Over on CNN, experts sat down like they were decoding secret government files, breaking down every micro movement. Notice how he raises his pinky when saying China. This is a clear reference to U.S.-China relations, one expert said with a straight face. Meanwhile, everyone at home was thinking, guys, it's a joke. Over on Fox News, the reaction was completely different. Instead of laughing, they pushed the wildest theory yet, that this was all part of a deep state plot. Because obviously the most effective way to take down Trump is through celebrity impressions. One very serious commentator even warned that Hollywood elites were using comedy to control the narrative. Right, because making people laugh is clearly a national security threat.
Have you seen Jamie Foxx's impression? Holy sh! Jamie Foxx is the most talented guy that's ever lived.
Excuse me. Fake news. Excuse me. Fake news. Fake news.
It gets better.
They tried to give me the virus. I beat the virus. They tried to give me the virus. Look, who is they?
Of course, the think pieces started rolling in. Political science professors churned out long essays on the role of satire in democracy. Op-eds debated whether Fox's impression was just comedy or a brilliant critique of modern politics. Meanwhile, the internet already onto the next meme. Jamie Foxx didn't just do a funny Trump impression, he accidentally started a comedy revolution. What began as a casual moment on a talk show had spiraled into something much bigger. This wasn't just another celebrity making fun of Trump. This was different. His Yug was Yuger than Trump's. His excuse me had more interruptions than a real Trump speech. His hand gestures somehow even wilder. And that was the real joke. Fox wasn't just imitating Trump, he was holding up a mirror to the fact that Trump himself had become a parody. His mannerisms, his speeches, his endless believe me moments, they were already cartoonish. Fox just turned up the volume. And it didn't stop at late night comedy. Cable news debated whether satire like this actually influences public opinion. Political panels questioned if impressions like Fox's were more powerful than traditional news coverage. People who normally ignored politics were suddenly glued to their phones, not for some scandal or policy debate, but to watch a comedian nail a voice so well it could probably fool a room full of reporters. Then came the wildest part, actual political discussions. Social media turned into a debate floor with people half joking that Fox should just run for president as Trump. Some weren't even fully joking, pointing out that if a reality TV star could win an election, why couldn't Fox pull it off as a comedian? After all, Fox's Trump had everything: the confidence, the voice, the over-the-top hand motions, and let's be real.
Lots of great people on both sides. I did it again! You ran the thing fast on y'all, didn't you? That's great people. I like the people. Lots of great people. I love. Come back. Never say her name right. That's good. I love Camille, man. She's great. I love Camille, man.
And while the internet laughed, Jamie Foxx stayed silent, letting the chaos unfold. The more Trump tweeted about it, the more viral it got, the more serious discussions popped up, and the more people leaned in to watch. It was like the perfect storm of comedy, politics, and internet culture all crashing together. That's how powerful this moment had become. This wasn't just an impression, it was a moment in pop culture history. And the craziest part, it wasn't over yet. The internet had decided Jamie Foxx's Trump wasn't just good, it might might be better than the real thing. His spot-on impression took over social media, late-night TV, and even serious political discussions. Meanwhile, Trump's meltdown only made it spread faster. Every angry tweet, every attempt to shut it down just added fuel to the fire. In a time when politics feels like a never-ending headache, this was a rare moment where everyone, left, right, and center, could share a laugh. And maybe that's the real lesson here. Sometimes the best way to deal with the madness is to just enjoy the joke. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.